Hello, beautiful world. My name is Mew, and today I'm going to talk about what I did this week. So let's get started. Alright, so these first books is from the Newton. Then let me check the original title of it. This original title is... Let me check. Original title is Silent Slate of Mind. Slate of Mind. It's about the paradox. Like, paradox means a controversial issue when you say something it's not like a true or not. For example, there's a part 1 and part 2. The part 1 is especially about mathematics. And my favorite is the arrow paradox. For example, when you shooting the arrow, there's a distance from here to here. So this point is the starting point, and when you shoot the arrow is coming to the goal. That when you pass through the half, there's also the half point from here to here. So we are going to separate the half. Then the arrow is moving onto the half of half. Then there's a point of the half, like 1 of 8. So if the arrow passes from the half of half of half, there's a point of the half. So if you continue many times, the arrow doesn't going to be the goal. That is a paradox, because it's continue infinity. That is my favorite of the first part. And the second part 2, has mainly physics. And if you know about the quantum theory, there is a famous theory of the cat of Schrödinger. So Schrödinger is the person who find this theory. Then I will show what is happening on this theory. Let me check. There's a big one box and the cat in the box. Then this is non-ethical experiments. Don't do that for yourself. There's a toxic bacteria on the box as well. Then when we see the box, we can't see the box and the toxic material. Then how can we define the cat is dead or alive? That is the theory. So first theory is cat is dead and alive. It's really complicated. That is the quantum theory. Then, but the other one said cat is dead or alive. Of course, we think so, but in this theory, we don't think this cat is live or not, because we cannot see the inside of the box. So I don't know if this is the paradox or not, but my favorite is part 1 and part 2 is the arrow theory, and then cat of Schrödinger. If you want to know more about this, please just Google it and then search it and then think about it. This is really interesting theory. Alright, so JOJO again, but it's from the travel guidebook. So guidebook name is Grow Trotter Travel Guidebook, which is a famous Japanese travel guidebook. But after COVID, they are struggling with selling the book because people are not traveling a lot. So they changed the strategy, like they are remastering their guidebook and reach to these kind of manga or animation, because a lot of manga is modeling some places, and JOJO is the suitable for that guidebook because there is a part 8, and each place is featuring different places. For example, part 1 and part 2 is featuring on London, England. I'm not sure about the part 2, but I think there is an England. And part 3 is a country class featuring. Part 3 is started from Japan and moved to Hong Kong and moved to Singapore and India, Pakistan, and finally get to the Egypt. Then part 4 and part 8 is at Japan, especially at Tohoku area, which is the birthplace of the author Hirohiko Araki. And part 5 is Italy. I love part 5 so much. There's a Venice and Rome. A lot of famous place in Italy is featuring on the part 5. And like character design is really sophisticated, like middle age of the Europe. And part 6 is the, I think it's featured at the prison at United States. And part 7 is from San Francisco to New York in the States. So yeah, there's a lot of place featuring at in JOJO. So if you want to know about more at JOJO, especially like the name of character, for example, Kakyoin is the part 3's one of main character. Then I didn't know that there is a place called Kakyoin at Tohoku area, which is the birthplace of the author. Like this kind of trivia is at this book. So if you want to know about more JOJO, please check it out. Alright, the last one from this week is this book. This is the Japanese book, so I don't think there's an English title. This is about the manga award. So, like this title in English is the Awesome Manga in 2023. And yeah, there's a lot of manga I read recently. Then, like famous one, I can just Google it. But in this book, there's an interview to like subculture, bookstore clerk, or artist, voice actor, like a niche kind of section they know about more deeply. Yeah, and also there's a section about the top rank of the manga in the choice of bookstore clerk. Then there's a lot of manga I don't know, so I just learned about from this book. Then I will buy it when I have time. Then yeah, I will learn about more the other kind of area, like for example the lawyer, and yeah, I mean there's a lot of area I didn't know about, so I will learn about it from the manga. Well, thank you. Alright, there's a lot of interesting manga in Japan, and I think there's no English title because it's really niche, and there's no person to translate to the English. But if you learn Japanese, you can learn more about Japanese culture and more the character living in Japan and also living in the other country. So please check the a magazine which featuring the manga as much as possible. And please let me know in the comment what to read in this week. So until next week, bye bye.